Good YouTube, Quinn Wade. Coming to you with that instant basketball analysis on the Analysis Playground on YouTube, exclusively on there forever, of course. And we're going to talk about how those Dallas Mavericks actually got a win, and it's against the Portland Trailblazers who try to go 500, but they ended up going to 37 and 38 now and 20 and 17 at home, and they lost 100 to 93. They held the Blazers under 100 points. The Mavericks go to 24 and 50 and 10 and 27 on the road. Dallas won the season series after winning this game 2-1, and they don't play again to next year since the Mavericks ain't the playoff for a play-in team, and they'll play next season against each other hopefully. And then the Dallas Mavericks won the first quarter 32-22. They lost the second quarter 29-24. They also lost the third quarter 25-23, and they won the fourth quarter, the most important one, 21-17. Dwight Powell, 21 minutes, 4 points, 2 or 3 from the field, 0 or 2 from the free throw line. He had 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 turnovers, and 1 steal, 1 offensive rebound, 3 personal fouls, and was a +1 and plus minus. He scored whenever he got the ball. He tried to get good looks for himself. He was able to make basically all of them that he took, besides obviously only missing 1 shot. Then he grabbed some rebounds and set some good screens, and that's all that he was required to do in this one. PJ Washington, 27 minutes. He had 5 points. He ended up going 2 or 6 from the field and 1 or 2 from 3. Didn't get a lot of shots, didn't get a lot of chances to put up big numbers tonight. But he did get 5 rebounds, 1 turnover, 1 offensive rebound, 1 personal foul. And he finished as a -7 and plus minus. Najee Marshall played 33 minutes. He's one of their better scorers. He did it again tonight. 19 points this time. He went 7 of 14 from the field, 0 of 2 from 3, 5 of 7 from the free throw line. He had 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 turnover, and 5 steals. The 5 steals was game high for the Dallas Mavericks, and he also had 3 personal fouls and was a +7 and plus minus. His handle, his speed, his quickness, his ability to hit shots, whether it's a layup or a floater, and just being able to get that first step to possibly get to the free throw line or get somebody that's late or helping late is what he's really good at. Cooper Flag, 38 minutes. He had 24 points. He went 9 of 17 from the field. He missed his only 3. And then he went 6 of 6 from the free throw line. He's getting good at driving and hitting that mid-range. That's the shots that he should take. Those are the easier shots because either they're going to give you a good angle or they're going to give you enough separation to hit the jump shot. And if you can do that, you possibly can even get to the free throw line because either they're trying to stop you from getting all the way there or they're not guarding you with discipline so you can take advantage of something that they're not doing right and get right to the free throw line. Or you can just go at them and see if they'll reach and try to touch you, like I said before, with the discipline, and that can get you to the free throw line too. Since he's figuring that out and he's starting to see it more, he just has to continue to get better with his handle, get better with his confidence, and know that the shots are going to be there and just be able to make them. 3 rebounds for him, 2 assists, 3 turnovers. He also had 4 steals. We knew Cooper was going to be a two-way competitor at the NBA level, and he has lived up to that. He had 1 offensive board, no personal foul, was a +3 and plus minus. Max Christie only scored 5 points in 25 minutes. He went 1 of 8 from the field, 1 of 5 from 3. He had a lot of good looks, and this one just couldn't make him. Just wasn't his night. In this game, he also went 2 of 2 from the free throw line. He had 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 turnovers, 1 steal, and 2 blocks, 2 personal fouls, and was a -4. And plus minus, Big Bag had the floater and the finishes around the rim. I can hit some shots from 3 too. He went 3 of 5 from 3, 11 of 14 from the field, 1 of 4 from the free throw line for 26 points in 27 minutes. That ended up being the most minutes on the team off the bench. He also had 9 boards. That was the most off the bench. He also had 3 assists, 1 turnover, 1 steal, and a block, 3 offensive rebounds, 5 personal fouls, which ended up being really good. He also was a +6 and plus minus. And the only thing that he did that was bad to me was the personal fouls. That was the worst part of his night. Tyler Smith, 9 minutes. He ended up going scoreless. because he didn't attempt any field goals or free throws. He did have 3 rebounds, 1 turnover, 1 offensive rebound, 1 personal foul, and was a +3 and plus minus. Klay Thompson, 18 minutes. He had 7 points. He went 2 of 10 from the field, 2 of 8 from three. He didn't have the greatest shooting night, but they still was able to win, and they still was able to play good around him. He kept getting good looks. He kept getting shots that he liked. Couldn't make them tonight, but he did make his only free throw. He had 2 rebounds, 3 assists, a turnover, and a block. 1 personal foul and was a +12 and plus minus. Brandon Williams, 20 minutes. He had 10 points. He went 2 of 6 from the field. He missed his only 3. He also went 6 of 8 from the free throw line. I liked the way he was scoring. I liked what he was trying to do. Some shots he just flat out missed, though. He had 1 rebound, 5 assists, and 2 turnovers. The 5 assists ended up being the most off the bench, which was good to see him be able to do since he can't create his own shot and get his own. And you look at the fact that no starter actually had 5 assists, so his game high for the Mavericks tonight from Brandon Williams. He did have 2 turnovers and a block. He almost fouled out, though. He had 5 personal fouls. That sucks anytime you get that many in 20 minutes, but it ended up being the type of night that he ended up having. He was a +7 and plus minus. Ryan Nembhard, 12 minutes. He missed his only field goal. He also had 3 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 turnovers and a personal foul. It was a +8 and plus minus. He did some things that ended up working, but you just want him to do more if he could have. And then AJ Johnson, 0 of 2 from the field, missed some easy looks. Other than that, he had 1 assist and no turnovers, no personal foul, and was a -1 and plus minus. And then Chris Middleton was ill, so he couldn't play. He was the only guy that didn't get on the court that was healthy and available. And then the Blazers, they played a good game, but they could have played better. They couldn't really make any shots in this one, even if they was open or had quality looks. But Jeremy Grant did. He played 29 minutes, had 19 points. He was 4 of 8 from the field, 2 of 4 from three, 9 of 12 from the free throw line. Just, a really good game of attacking and also hitting the wide open shots that's there for him and not just settling all the time for the perimeter shot. That also helped him get to the free throw line a lot. He's been doing that real well this season. He had 4 rebounds, 1 turnover, 1 steal, and 2 blocks. 3 offensive rebounds, 2 personal fouls, and a -4 and plus minus. Good defense, good game. I really like what I'm seeing out of him this year. Tamani Kamara, you don't really know what he's going to do offensively. You know that he wants to take the 3 and get out in transition. Well, he went 3 of 9 from the field and 2 of 6 from three. And that was about it. He only had 8 points. Not the type of night that you expect him to have, but he can have those type of nights depending on how he's guarded and who pays attention and who's locked on to him or not. He did have 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 turnover, 1 steal, and a block. He had 1 offensive rebound, 5 personal fouls, and was a -2 and plus minus. And then Denny Avdia, 38 minutes, 20 points. He ended up going 8 of 15 from the field, 0 of 3 from the three-point line, 4 of 9 from the free throw line. He did some good drives in the game, and he did blow some and did miss some. He tried to hit some threes because he got the room to do it. Couldn't make them, though. And then he blew way too many free throws. That was a big reason why they came up short in this one. The blown layups, the blown free throws, and the turnovers. He had 5. He also did get 6 assists, 9 rebounds, 1 steal, and 2 blocks, though, and 2 personal fouls. So he did a lot for the team. He's an engine. He's a system now, especially this year. But he also has some frustrating things happening to him throughout this game. And he was a -8 and plus minus. Donovan Clingan was neutralized in this one. He was the strongest and biggest person on the court, but he only went 2 of 9 from the field. It didn't seem like he was using that size and that strength enough to be able to score. It seemed like he settled a lot and was trying to dodge a lot instead of just going straight through people. He did also miss his only 3. He also missed 2 free throws. Just wasn't going his way. In this one, the best thing he did, though, was get 17 rebounds, and even then he still had 5 turnovers, but he did get 1 block. He had 6 offensive rebounds, meaning 11 of them was defensive, and then he had 4 personal fouls and was a -4 and plus minus. And then Drew Holiday, he did a good job of hitting jumpers. It just wasn't, something that he did at a dominant level in this game. He just did it at a good level, which is still something that you can do. It just depends on how you're shooting them, when you're shooting them, and when you're making them. But he did get 23 points. I say that because that was game high. And then he also went 4-4 from the free throw line, 3 of 9 from 3, 8 of 19 from the field, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. He did also have 4 turnovers, which is a lot. But he also had a steal, 1 offensive board, no personal fouls, was a +5 and plus minus. And then you look at Chris Murray, he played 12 minutes. He went scoreless, but he also had 2 turnovers and 3 personal fouls, was a -3 and plus minus. Robert Williams played 4 minutes. Well, 11 minutes, had 4 points. He got his quick finishes around the basket. He went 2 or 3 from the field. He had 5 boards, and it ended up being the most off the bench. He also had no turnovers in the block. That's what he does. 2 offensive boards, 2 personal fouls, and a -2 and plus minus. Matisse Thybulle, 16 minutes, 4 points. He went 1 or 3 from the field, missed his only 3. Went 2 or 2 from the free throw line. He had an assist, 2 turnovers, and a steal. No personal fouls, 0 and plus minus. Scoot Henderson, he couldn't make a shot in this one. They needed him to since the game was close, but he couldn't come through for him. He was working for his shots and just couldn't make them either that way. 2, he did go 2 or 2 from the free throw line, 1 of 5 from 3 and 3 of 11 from the field. So no matter where he was at, he really wasn't making anything besides from the free throw line, but even then, he didn't take that many attempts. He had 2 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 turnovers, and 3 steals. And the 3 steals ended up being the most on the team. He had 2 personal fouls and was a -12 and plus minus. City, 8 minutes. He ended up going 0-2 from the field. He missed his only 3. He had 2 rebounds and 1 turnover. He had 1 offensive board, 3 personal fouls, and was a -5 and plus minus. 39% from the field for the Blazers, 44% for the Mavericks, 27% from 3 for the Blazers, 29% for the Mavericks, and then both teams shot 70 free throws. Well, 70% from the free throw line, but the Mavericks shot 30 and the Blazers shot 33. 48 rebounds for the Blazers, 37 for the Mavericks, 16 assists for the Blazers, 24 for the Mavericks, 24 turnovers for the Blazers, 17 for the Mavericks, 8 steals for the Blazers, 12 for the Mavericks, 7 blocks for the Blazers, 5 for the Mavericks, 14 offensive rebounds for the Blazers, 7 for the Mavericks, 34 defensive rebounds for the Blazers, 30 for the Mavericks, 23 personal fouls for the Blazers, 22 for the Mavericks. And you look at the fact that the Mavericks were able to win a game. That's something they got to be happy about, something that they wanted. They played good enough to get it. They played good enough to close it. The Blazers are not no easy team. They're tough. They got good, lanky defenders, guys that can get to the basket, guys that can hit mid-range, guys that can hit threes, guys that can rebound at a high level. They got a lot of pieces and a lot of good players. But tonight, this was the night that the Mavericks was better, and they got it done. Comment, like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell to get the analysis when it first come out. Y'all stay blessed up. Y'all stay good. Peace. And I'll see y'all later today, hopefully with more analysis.